What's up guys, Sand Legend here, back again with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and in today's video we'll be going over my teams for the new 12-star Arena Queen. So this is the first arena we've gotten so far that, for one, we've gotten on both Global and Japan, so this is the first arena we've gotten together, and two, this is the first arena we've gotten that's a 12-star arena. But yeah, I think all of the arenas we had in the past were all 11-star. This is our first 12-star difficulty, and it seems a bit tricky at first, but once you get around the gimmicks and everything, it becomes a little easier to team build for it. Some of the teams I've built, they use specific units and specific supports. So, in saying that, if you don't have some of these units or supports, you're going to have to either maybe find another team or find a way to get around not having those certain units to do certain things. So, with that all said, and without any further ado, let's get started. So the next team here, we're going to be using the good old King and Queen combo. Now this is one of the other better teams to be using for this Kizuna, since they essentially kind of do what Onigumo do with their specials, so that you can get an attack and orb boost on the final stage without activating the interrupt. So for stage 4, what's going to happen is we're going to be using the Zoro and the Blackbeard basically to get rid of the effects that Pooh gives us. So for supports here, we're going to be using the rare recruit Sanji from the Timeskip batch to get rid of the Despair. We're also going to be using Lafitte support on Blackbeard to get rid of the rest of the Bind and the Despair. And with that, we're going to actually stall a turn, since Zoro's special only gives us 2 turns of cooldown. So with that, with the stalling, we activate the special to get an orb boost. And we're also going to use Blackbeard special to reduce the enemy's defense up to 0, and also gives like additional boost against defense down enemies. Now for the King and Queen, we're going to activate their specials on this turn, and then hopefully get our perfects to get the Queen effect of giving us the chain boundary effect on the next turn. I don't think we do in this recording, but if you do manage to do it, you can do a lot more damage with the team on the last stage, because since our captain is the color that activates the tap limit, we had to have gotten enough damage to be able to kill the boss without, going into turn 1 basically. So on the stage 5, we're going to use the Praline here to get rid of the damage reduction and damage threshold. We're also going to use the Lucci to give us a base attack boost. And we're also going to be using the super types of the King and Queen to give us matching slots and to give us super type. And with all that active, we should be able to kill those balls off relatively easily. Like I said, this is another better team to be using for this Kazuna if you don't have the Onigumo combo. Now this next team is kind of a tricky team it's a tricky team that I built here. So Roger versus Ace is the captains for this team. And what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be stalling on stage 4 for a bit until we're actually ready to move on. So what's going to happen on stage 4 is that we are going to get the special verse. We aren't going to get binded or despaired because we're going to have the supportive Rayleigh on the Straw Hat crew. We're also going to have the captain ability of Roger to get rid of the despair for us. So all that's taken care of. The main thing we're really stalling for here is the special reverse. So what's going to happen is that we're going to activate Leo to get rid of the defense up for us, even though it kind of really doesn't matter if we're stalling for as long as we do here. So if you want to, you can replace the Leo with like really anybody you want to, maybe an actual special cooldown reducer, I don't know. So what else is going to happen is that when we get to a spot where we can actually activate specials and move on, we're going to use the Ace special to give us the orb boost for 2 turns and the chain boundary effect. I think we get it. I have no idea. We're also going to use Koala special to give us an attack boost and make us immune to attack down and chain down, because we do get chain down on the last stage. So that helps us get around that. Now, Roger is kind of key here, because what Roger's going to do is that Roger's going to extend orb boost by 1 turn. And since Ace's orb boost is 2 turns, it gives us a 3-turn boost, which lets us carry it into the next stage. Now for an attack boost, the Koala special gives us a clock buff that states that after the clock buff is gone, it's going to give us a 2 times attack boost for Dex and Free Spirit characters, which is basically everyone on the crew. Now, for the damage threshold and the damage reduction, we're going to use the Stussy here to get rid of that and give us a chain boost, I think 1.0. And the Straw Hat crew is actually going to be very useful here, because since our captain is going to be strength, we're going to get the tap limit of 3 debuff on us by Queen on stage 5. And so the Straw Hat crew, if you don't know, they have a special that lets you get rid of 5 turns of a certain debuff placed on your crew. So we're going to use his special on that turn to get rid of that debuff. And he also is going to give us a color affinity, which lets us get through this stage relatively easily. So this is the last team of the video we're going to be looking at here today with the V2 Straw Hats and Last Top Law team. So for this team, how we're going to make this work is that on stage 3, we're going to be using the Zoro special like we did in the first team we used. The first or second team we used, I can't remember it now for some reason. But we're going to be using the V2, the Super Type Zoro to, for 1, reduce our cooldowns, and 2, to give us an orb boost. But we're not going to stall a turn like we did on the last time we used this on too. But the support on this Zoro is going to be the support Koshiro, I think his name is, which does get rid of the defense up for us, so that we don't have to worry about that. Now the Akainu here, I think he's from like he could be pulled in Kazuna Clash, I think it is. This Akainu is actually pretty good for this stage because he's going to give us a full board of Dex Orbs, which lets us break the barrier, and he also is going to boost our attack and give us a chain lock that lets us get through the stage a lot easier. Then we're going to use the Toki effect to target the Straw Hats and the Law, so that when we get to stage 5, they're going to get the 3.5 attack and orb boost, letting them bypass the interrupt that would have been given if the attack and orb boost happened on that stage. Now, for the damage reduction and the damage threshold on stage 5, not to talk about stage 5 here, we're going to be using the Robin Jinbei to, for one, reduce our cooldowns, and two, give us a base attack boost while also getting rid of the damage threshold and the reduction. Then we're going to use the last tap law special to give us the what's it called again? The increased damage taken debuff to the enemy, and let's just do a lot more damage here. We're also going to be using the Straw Hats to give us rainbow slots, and get their basically just using their special to give themselves the bigger stat boost there. And so with all this, we're going to have to hit 3 perfects here to get past the barrier for one thing, and 2, do enough damage. Because this is where I kept dying a lot. I kept not hitting my perfects for some reason, and it's because his perfects are harder to hit here. And so this team just took a while to get through the arena because I just kept dying here. So like I said, if you get your perfects here, this team is perfect. If you can't, you should probably try one of the other teams I've made in this video. But with that all said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out here. And I will see you guys in the next video.